through the misty fells, where the lake winds cry, with a map in hand and a twinkle in his eye. The hills echo steps of a wandering soul. A silver fox grins as he reaches his goal.
Morning, welcome back to another adventure in the Lake District. For the second week on the trot, we're parked in Wasdale, but unlike last week when we were bagging fells in the southern area, today we're here to bag some fells in the western area. One new Wainwright today of Yewbarrow. And this week I'm not alone. I have guests. Mr. Paul Holland, capturing Lakeland fame.
Oh, I won't say that.
Mary. And him. So we're just left the car park and we're skirting up the path that goes to the left of Kirk Fell, heading into Mosedale. So today we're doing a version of the Mosedale Horseshoe. We're not including Kirk Fell, but the forecast is good, so come along for the ride and I'll put on the screen now the route we're going to be doing today. So we're still bimbling along, a nice gentle start to this walk, really in the heart of the Mosedale Valley now. Pillars straight ahead of us with a wisp of cloud. Red Pike up there, again with a wisp of cloud on. There's Yewbarrow's Stirrup Crag up there, and then up there is Kirk Fell. Yeah, nice gentle start to this walk. And then eventually we'll start a climb up to the col of Black Pass. It's looking like it's going to be a beautiful day as promised. Intrepid scramblers out there, that's Doorhead Screes. It takes you up to the col between Red Pike and Stirrup Crag. I'm trying to get this man interested, but he's not showing much interest at this very moment in time.
I don't do stuff like that, Dave. I'm sensible.
Come off it. So I went up that a couple of years ago. It's a really tough ascent. Really tough. But good fun, but very steep, especially when you get to the top third. You go up the screes, and when you get to about there, it does start to get tough. I think I come out the actual gully itself with maybe 100 metres to go. The guy, good fun. He will do it. I'll badger him.
I am going to set up a Facebook group called Random Rocks and Walls. Okay. Because I've just noticed one over there. See that wall going up there? That's one of the most awkward walls I think I've ever seen. See it going all over
yeah, we can.
Why is that built, you know?
Don't know.
And I'm going to make a competition who can give me the most random wall. You win a walk with me.
There you go. If that's not a reason to not bother sending in a picture, I don't know what is. So, Mosedale is just a stunning valley, especially on a morning like it is. And it's an easy walk to get into the valley. Even if you just parked the car and walked into the bottom, had your butties, and then turned round and went back, you'd have a great walk with some stunning views. I mean, just look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. That's looking back down over towards where we were last week. That was our descent route down from Kirk Fell. Beautiful. Right, we're not far off before we start the ascent up to Wasdale Pass. So we've started the ascent now up to Wasdale Pass. It's starting to get a little steeper. So the path is up here, and at some point we cross the beck onto the other side and then up to the col. The views now at the head of Mosedale. Clouds dispersing from Pillar, so hopefully by the time we get up there that'll have gone. Same with Red Pike. And Yewbarrow has been clear from the off. There's the gang making their way up. So we've got some stunning waterfalls here on Gatherstone Beck. More of a trickle. I bet this was not much to look at all last week, but over the course of the last 7 days we have had some decent amounts of rain. Fantastic. So, like I was saying before, at some point up here, I think it's somewhere just past that rock where you have to cross the beck and the path switches to the other side. There's one of the locals having his breakfast of grass. I think for you to ask him, he probably had grass yesterday morning, the morning before that, and the many mornings before that one as well. Okay, so here we go. Have to get across here, and the path goes up there, as you can see. With spate this will be tricky, but we should have no issues today. All being well, he says. Stuck a foot in. There we go. Right, let's see the guys expertly do it. Expertly done, Mary. Easy.
Nice. Oh, it's over.
There we go. Doorhead screes from any other angle than looking straight at it. It looks absolutely ridiculous. Right, we're coming off this lovely main path and we're taking this grassy trod. Hostle's dragging us up there, kicking and screaming. But if it is a decent path all the way up, it does save us going all the way up to the top of Wasdale Pass and coming along. It cuts an angle straight up towards looking Stead. So I'll let you know how we're getting on as we get further up the hillside. Yeah, so we're not going up there now, we're cutting an angle up to there. Okay, so we're making decent progress. To be fair to Mr. Wasdale, it's not a bad path at all, really. Not a bad path at all. So it kind of contours round and then heads up towards them rocks that you can see at on the ridge. So yeah, not too bad. It's dry, it's not boggy, and it just gives you a different different angle. In fact, we get the views more than if we would have in the path, the main path, so we get good views now looking back down into Mosedale. Yewbarrow towering in the background, and then that's looking back down Wasdale. Pardon me shooting into the sun, but you know, I get a good view of Black Pass, and then the Kirk Fell crags going up to Kirk Fell. A steep way up or down. I've done it up, Dave's done it down, and we can both concur that it's steep either way. There we go, that's the team. Made it up to the top, onto the col. Black Pass behind Dave, and then Mary coming up here. Behind Mary is Kirk Fell and Kirk Fell crags, and I'm trying to find the gully that I went up and I can't see it. That was a decent path, I'll give you that, Dave.
Ah, yeah.
That was
yeah, I'll use that in future.
Saved us a bit of time and a bit of mileage. Yep, we'll give him that one. We'll give him that one. Thumbs up, Mr. Hostel. So we've all done it before, but we're just heading over to look instead to have a break and have that wonderful view down into Ennerdale. Yeah, we've all bagged this hill before, but let's go and have another look. Right, first hill of the day, and it's the Burkitt of Stead at 672 metres. Bosh, as I say, repeat hill. Well done, Dave.
Well done.
On the 2 days.
Well done, Paul.
Bonus hill.
Bonus hill.
Bonus hill. Well done.
Well done, Mary.
Well done.
This was my 700th spell.
Look at these fantastic views down to Ennerdale. If you were coming up to Pillar, definitely worth a quick detour off the path, 100 yards. Look at that, absolutely fantastic. All the way down Ennerdale, the bulk of Pillar here on our left. There's a high style range over towards Starling Dodd, Great Bourne, where we were a couple of weeks ago in the Crag. This is looking down Ennerdale. Down in the bottom there is Blacksale Hut Youth Hostel, and then that's looking back up to Great Gable in the clouds. Fantastic, beautiful. Okay, so we've left Stead there, and now we're heading on the main path all the way up to Pillar's summit. About 300 metres, Mr. Hostel reckons we've got to go. So yeah, lovely morning. Getting down into Ennerdale. Haystacks behind there. And then now we can see the summit of Kirk Fell up there, the Wainwright summit, and the east top is a bit further along. The pointy one in the middle there is Green Gable. And that's looking over to Grey Knots and Brandreth. Stunning. Right, chatting won't get us up this hill, so let's go.
Where's Haystacks then? There must be Haystacks there.
Haystacks over there. Straight over Mary's head. Yep. What can we see from here? Yeah.
What was right over my head?
Haystacks.
Oh.
So behind the Haystacks we've got Fleetwood Pike. Behind Fleetwood Pike we've got Dale Head. Fantastic. Very moody looking scenes back down to Mosedale and into Wasdale. We can just see the very corner of Wastwater now, and then above it a bit clearer is Burnmore Tarn. So we've made it up and around the first bump, and now we're just about to start the ascent of the second one. Well, it's not looking good for views on Pillar. It's all clagged in now. Not too far off conquering this lump. I think the summit's the one behind it. I might be wrong because I've only ever come down from Pillar this way, I've never been up it. Right, that's us up over and around the second lump. Looking down there to Pillar Cove and the crags. Dave's making me very, very fucking nervous. So I'm not looking. And then it's the last pull up to the summit. We've got to look at that down there, absolutely stunning. And the Shamrock Traverse path is down in the bottom there. Stupendous. And looks like maybe blue skies are coming our way again, so here we go, final pull. Right, well, we're out of the clouds and we can see the summit, and we can see our first people or person for a long, long time. Well, we've been treated to the sun, we've been in the clouds all the way up to get onto the summit, and we've got bright blue sunshine. So, second hill of the day, and it's the Wainwright of Pillar, 892 metres. Bosh. Well done, Paul.
Four to go.
Well done, Mary.
Well done, Dave.
Well done, pal.
This is actually
Mosedale water, looking fantastic. There's Starling Dodd and Great Bourne Stephen, that's what they look like when they've not got cloud on them. And then over the cairn there in the centre of the shot is the huge great bulk of Grassmoor. Stephen, Red Pike. And then my favourite of all the mountains I've ever done, the wonderful, wonderful Steeple, which I think we're going to do the little out and back to. Scoat Fell just to the left of it, but if that remains clear, let's get over to Steeple. Fantastic mountain. Just going to come down here and have a bit of a break by this shelter. Moved over to the very edge, and there in the shot is Pillar Rock, the Burkitt that needs a rope climb to get to it. I wonder when the last person to be on there was, but yeah, another place for the faint-hearted. Look at these views all the way over now to Eel Crag, Sail, Scar Crags, Causey Pike. Fantastic. Just finishing a brew and a bite to eat here on Pillar, and then we'll be heading off down the ridge, heading towards Wind Gap, and then over to Black Crag, Kirk Fell and Steeple. Right, that's us leaving Pillar and leaving those fantastic clear views out to the east, and we're heading south and west and into the Clag. There we go, you can see some views now of where we're going. We're dropping down to this col and then back up and over Black Crag. I can see the summit cairn on Black Crag before continuing on to Scoat Fell and then a quick out and back to Steeple. Straight ahead of us here in the cloud is Red Pike that we will be going over. And then we're back on one of these shale paths like we were last week, but this one does look a bit less sketchy, he says.
There's the bottom, but there's not very much.
The Wind Gap that we were looking at when we were way down in the valley, looking down into Mosedale, and the light and looking at the river snaking its way just like a silver line. It looks fantastic. Here we are in Wind Gap, denoted by this cairn. Those are a tap again. Wind gap down into Mosedale, where we come up from before, and then looking this side down into Ennerdale. Fantastic. That's where we've come down from. So looking at that path up wind gap, it doesn't look as bad from this angle than it does from when you're right down there, but I'm sure it's sketchy enough. Anyway, we're heading up there, and that knobble just in front of us there is the summit of the Burkitt of Black Crag. Go. This is the last few metres up to Black Crag summit, and it does get a bit scrambly here. There's Dave going up there, look, nearly at the top, so that's how close we are. Again, this won't be a new fell for me. Won't be a new fell. Third mountain of the day. Well, it's the Burkitt of Black Crag. 828 metres. Bosh. Well done, pal.
What's this?
Oh.
Black Crag. Have you been here before?
No, I've walked past this.
Have you walked past it?
Well done, Paul. Well done, Mary.
Well done, Dave.
Second time here for me.
Oh yeah.
So that's Black Crag bagged for the second round of Burkitts. You must be joking.
Second round of Burkitt.
Fantastic views out to the east and the north. Again, not so the west. Unfortunately, that's the way we're heading. Typical. But at least we have views, which is the main thing. So we carry on now along this ridge up to Scoat Fell, and then across and out and back to Steeple, which is just to the right of Dave there. It's warm though, it's not cold. That's the summit of Black Crag up there, but we just come over to this crag here to have a look back over to the summit and see these wonderful crags from another view. Oh yes. What did you say that knobble there is on the end? White Pike.
White Pike, I think
White
it's a
Pike,
singe, yeah.
the singe. One I've yet to do, so that'll have to be bagged at some point. Steeple looking fantastic, just make out two people on the top. So yeah, along the ridge up round up to Scoat Fell, and then just an out and back. Closest shot there of Steeple, you can see two people on the summit. Cloud wisping in.
This.
Okay, I start bimbling across the grass. We crossed that little boulder field, and we're now on the final few yards to Little Scoat Fell, the Wainwright of Little Scoat Fell. The anomaly on this fell is that Little Scoat Fell is the higher point, and it's higher than Great Scoat Fell. So make of that what you will. The summit cairn is about 50 yards away, straight in front of us on the wall. So you can approach this from left or right side of the wall, it's merely up to you. You beat me to it. The Wainwright of Little Scoat Fell, I don't know the meterage because I wasn't planning on coming out this way. So I'll put it on the screen. Well done, pal.
Well done.
Well done,
Well
Dave.
done, Mary. Well done, Paul. There's always one that has to go the other way, isn't there? There we go. Bosh. Blink and you miss that, Ken. Right, it's now from here the out and back to Steeple. Fantastic views out to Steeple. We'll be over there shortly, so we just go over there and then along that ridge and drop down, and it's what, 15 minutes out and 15 minutes back, Dave? Something like that. Nothing, maybe not even that. So that's us looking back where we've been, over to Black Crag and then further up to the summit of Pillar. But as I said, we're heading out now to the outcrop of rock over here that is, for me, the finest hill I've ever done of Steeple. There we go, that's me in the coal. That was Black Crag up there and Pillar. This is the little dip. Just a bit short of the summit, which is literally just up there. A couple of minutes and we'll be there. Right, here we are on our fourth hill of the day, is it? Fifth?
Third Wainwright.
Third Wainwright of Steeple, 890 metres, bosh.
Well done.
Well done, Dave. Well done, Mary. Well done, Paul.
Okay.
And I have to say, it's as good second time round as it was first. Still my favourite mountain. Absolutely, the views here are stunning. There's over to Pillar. Mary taking a picture of me. There's looking back to little Scoat Fell. Fantastic. Paul just about to get his butties out.
Oh yeah.
What a view. What a view. Yeah, really fun. That little walk across here to Steeple. Brilliant stuff. There we go, looking down to Black Crags, I think they are. The singe of White Pike heading up to Pillar. Starling Dodd, Great Bourne, Red Pike. Right, there we go. That's us back from Steeple. And back out now to Red Pike. So we're just bimbling along now on a nice bit of soft grass. Heading for Red Pike, which is directly in front of us there. And then that's looking over to my last three. So that'll be Middle Fell on the left, Sea Talon behind, and then just behind that on the end is Yewbarrow. Anyway, two more to do between now and then. So the good news is, as we head towards Red Pike, is it seems to be clearing now in the south. That dome top there is the amazing summit of Great Gable. And then we've now got where we were last week. The Scarfells are all cleared. So you've got Scarfell Pike on the left, down to Mickledore and Simmons Knot and Scarfell on the right. And then as we look down here, we can now see Scoat Tarn down there. And then across to Ilgill Head and Winrig. And in the far distance, the big one is Black Coombe. Couldn't remember it then. Black Coombe. But yeah, it's great stuff. It's clearing finally. So on the right here is Haycock, and then on the left is Sea Talon, and in between is the summit of High Pike Hall that me and Dave did in the clag and the mist a few walks ago. It would have been lovely if it had been a day like today, but no, we did it and you couldn't see 10 metres in front of your face. And it's probably one that we'll never ever go back to either, so that's why it was disappointing to not have the views. Okay, here we are on our next hill. It's the Wainwright of Red Pike at 826 metres. Bosh.
213.
Well done, mate.
Well done.
Well done, mate. Mate, Mary. Well done, pal. Let's have a look at the views we've got from here. Wow. Look at that. Down into Mosedale, so we can see pretty much our whole route now, other than Steeple. So we followed that path up Gatherstone Beck, and then we branched off left up to the path just by looking Stead, and then up and over onto Pillar, and then we dropped down to Wind Gap, up to Black Crag and little Scoat Fell, and out to Steeple. Fantastic. Look at those views. Fell Pike slightly in the cloud, everything else clear as a bell. Stunning. And once again, for another walk, second walk in a week, finest nuclear power plant that the UK has to offer there on the coast.
Yeah, thankfully he hasn't added that one. There's one on this side as well, I'm not sure what it is.
I think that's a nice view. Looking up there, it's a bit down.
There's the really steep path going down from Wind Gap. Making our way to Singe of Black Crag, which is just on the end here. Again, a fell that I've already done, but it's on our route today, so why not bag it again. So what more can we see now? We can see out to Heart of Fell in the centre of the shot there, the rather pyramid shaped one, and then we can now see over in the far distance over to the Coniston range there. Here in the foreground is our first one that we did last week with Ling Mel, and there we can see, now we can see from here our ascent route up to Yewbarrow at Stirrup Crag. You can see the path zigzagging its way up. Decent scramble, but it won't take us long. It's only a short one, but I'm looking forward to it. On the Singe of Black Crag, 801 metres. Oh, bosh. Well done, Mary.
I remembered, well done.
Oh, well done, Davith.
Well done, pal.
Hey.
Well done. Well, that was a bit of a packed summit, wasn't it? So that's looking back to Pillar, big one on the right, and then Wind Gap in the middle with that scree chute path coming down, and then to the left is Black Crag, the first Black Crag that we did today. So yeah, making good progress. We're pretty much now down at Doorhead. As I say, we're going to have a quick break before we tackle the ascent up the crags. Okay, off Black Crag now, making the descent down to Doorhead, where we'll pick up the scrambly path up to Yewbarrow. So basically, path follows down there, just past that tiny little tarn, and then up. Fantastic views from another angle of Great Gable. Fell Pike clear, Fell tiny wisp of cloud, and this is our full ridge that we're going to be doing next. saying to the chaps last time I was on this path, I was going up it about 3 years ago, and I can't remember it being as rocky and as long as this, but it must have been. Just taking our time, just make sure you're putting your feet where you're not going to slip. So yeah, I didn't think it was, I wasn't expecting this kind of path. Working the way down through the crags, but we're getting to a point now we're pretty much down from the crags now, and we're pretty much on the flat really. I think we're going to have a break before we start the ascent up to Yewbarrow. Right, that's Mary and Paul doing the sensible route.
Good luck, don't fall off.
And me and the mountain man going up Stirrup Crag. So looking forward to this. This is basically the fell I've come for today. Well, not this one, Stirrup Crag. The Wainwright is the farthest, highest point of the fell over there. Some interesting rock features there on the left. Looks like a mini cobbler. Doorhead screes, that's where you'll come out of. Out there, see the chute, and then you're greeted by the cairn. So if you're wanting to go down it, you're looking for this cairn. It takes you down Doorhead screes, but not for us. On the zigzag path up through these crags. Dave's asked me to tell him when I get to the top which is harder, this or Fox's Gully. I think I know which I'm going to say, but you never know. Let's see, shall we? Relatively straightforward so far, but I can see up there is might be where the crux is. Right, that's stage one complete. We've got cracking views of back towards Black Crag and Red Pike, where we've come descended down from. Looks steep as anything from here, and I have to admit it was tough, but this is where the real fun starts. Proper rock climbing now up this gully. You've got to assess, when you climb up the rocks you're looking for kind of this shale stuff between the rocks, and that kind of denotes the path. There's a couple of grass trods at the moment shot off in a direction that might lead you off the path, so yeah, you're looking for anything, the stones, small stones that resembles a path. Oh, there we go. We're always nice to see a guidance cairn. That always gives you a bit of confidence. But as I say, you're looking for kind of this kind of stone stuff here that gets wedged between the rocks, and you can't quite see, if you're an experienced walker, that that's kind of a path. There we are, first sighting of a summit cairn maybe, or false summit, we'll see. So it's a false summit. This is the cairn just marking the top of the footpath if you're coming down this way. I must admit, I'd rather come up it than down it. Right, about another 400-500 metres walk to the summit. Okay, so there we are. Stirrup Crag scramble complete. Took about 20 minutes, I'd say. Yeah, you need a head for heights, but nothing too technical. It's no more than a grade 1. Anyway, here we go. The next summit of today, the Burkitt, Stirrup Crags, Yewbarrow's north top. Bosh, 616 metres. Well done, pal. Look at the views we've got here. See all the route we've done today. And our good friend Mossy did the Kirk Fell nose route the other day and said it was hard work, and I can see why, pal. I can certainly see why. Every credit to you. Right, here we are on the Burkitt summit of Yewbarrow, and it's north top. Bosh, 660 metres. Wendell, Dave, Mr. Burkitt, there's a load of rocks over there. Get them over here. So, one stroke, maybe 2 more fells to do today. The next one is what I've come for today. The Wainwright summit of Yewbarrow on the end there, that pointy one on the end. So we're heading over there. We'll meet up with Paul and Mary again. They come up the path down there. So yeah, fantastic. Wonderful views again. All the big boys, the Scarfells, Great End, Broad Crag, Great Gable, Kirk Fell. You've seen them all earlier on in the video. Fantastic. Right, Yewbarrow and what we came for, and a special moment when we get to Yewbarrow as well. I'll tell you about that when we get there. Oh, we're making good progress along the ridge now. I'd say 5 minutes and we'll be topping out. Right, this is what we came for. Wainwright of Yewbarrow. Bosh, 628 metres. Well done, Dave.
Well done.
Well done, pal.
Well done, Dave.
Well done, mate. And said there was something special. He's rather pissed on my chips. Because this man here, this is his final Wainwright for the 2nd time round. So absolutely fair play, Paul. Very, very good. Excellent stuff. So I'm only, what, 204 behind him? Something like that, or is my maths completely off there?
Sure you get there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Andy finished his first round on here as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent stuff.
8th of August 2024. So it's taken just over 2 years to do the second round.
That's amazing. 2 years to do the 2nd time round. So there we go. It's just a case of walking off the edge now into the abyss, and I think we might have a bonus fell on the end.
Bell rib.
Bell rib.
Bell end rib.
There was always going to be one, wasn't there? I was expecting it to be Mary, but there you go. Right, let's go to Bell Rib just before we leave Yewbarrow. See what we can see.
8 days.
There's Middle Fell, Sea Talon, Haycock, Black Crag, Red Pike, Pillar, Kirk Fell, Great Gable, Great End, Broad Crag, Scarfell Pike, Simmons Knot, Scarfell. And then this way we can see Burnmore Tarn, behind it Eel Tarn, Heart of Fell, Green Crag, and then over here we've got one more tarn, and that's Scoat Tarn that you can see in the middle. Brilliant stuff. Right, one more to go. Absolutely stunning views here. Full length of Wastwater, look. That's our descent route down. I think that's Bell Rib on the end. Wheel head, wind rig. Fantastic. Fantastic. I think this is what they call, is this what they call Coombe Door? Maybe not.
Hell door, is it?
It's a fantastic view anyway. Right, there's Bell Rib over there. So here we are, getting ever closer. It's literally just a quick out and back. Obviously a popular camping spot here. I think we go over that down here and go over that little ridge that you can see there. So it's over this little ridge here, but I'm putting the camera away. Stunning. I think this might be what they call Coombe Door. That's a Bell Rib. Right, I'm going to have my defeat on this one. I've bowled it. It's not for me, it's too sketchy, too... it's not for me, no. I've got as far as here. Dave's going to give it a go. He's found what he thinks is a better route up there, but yeah, no, not for me. There's Dave going up. Absolutely fair play to him. There he is, look, fair play to him. No, I don't feel confident about going up there, and if I don't feel confident, I'm not going to risk it. So, fair play. Right, that's us on our way down off Yewbarrow, which is proving very tricky. I have to say, Yewbarrow, not a fell I'll be rushing back to visit. But anyway, more importantly, bagged a few more new fells today, a couple of old friends. So Yewbarrow done, that's 210 in the bag, 4 more left. The next one will be Bessie Boot in the Central Fells. I'd like to thank Mary and Paul for joining me on this adventure, and Dave way back up there. So yeah, a version of the Mosedale Horseshoe. So if you're still watching, thank you very much and absolutely fair play to you, and I'll catch you out in the mountains the next time. Take care guys, all the best. Say ta-ra.
Ta-ra.
Say ta-ra, Dave.
Ta-ra, Dave.